Memory, an important part of heritage. How one is remembered will determine whether the heritage they grant their descendants will be viewed as good or bad. If those writing history are purposefully using misinformed sources, then what is seen by future generations shall be greatly flawed. The perception of one's heritage can be greatly influenced by modern news and information centers purposefully reporting false information to serve an end political in nature. A good example of this is the Holy Crusades. Many believe that they were attempts by the Christian nations to seal Saracen lands, when in fact they were just holy wars of reclamation, an attempt to take back Christian lands stolen by Islamic forces. It is said by some that history is written by the victors, but I say that history is written by God, and the media attempts to rewrite it. Misinformation is one of the biggest threats to a traditionalist Christian worldview, because it can cast heroes of history, Crusaders, British imperial soldiers, and others, for example, in a bad light, and it can cast history's greatest villains, such as Saracens, Stalin, Mao, and even more others, as the true heroes when they were truly evil. Currently, the liberals are trying to have all statues and memorials to history's great Christian and white European heroes torn down. They have begun with statues of CSA soldiers as World War memorials. It will not stop with merely those. The liberals will try to remove every last vestige of Christian, English, and European heritage until they are not more than even a distant memory. We must not allow this to happen. We cannot allow this to happen. We must fight for our beliefs, for the memory of our peoples, our heritage, and all that is good and right in this world. I cannot allow for this to happen. To allow this to occur would be to dishonor our ancestors, who fought so hard to achieve this freedom that we have today, which so many take for granted, either by purpose or unknowing of their right given to them by ancestral blood. We, in view of God, as the people of this earth, must take up the mantle, the torch that our ancestors set down for us through years and lifetimes of toil and sacrifice. We must take them up, and we must continue the race in order to give our descendants an even better heritage than we were so blessed by God as to receive. It starts with teaching the whole and honest truth to the masses. Even if they will not listen, then we must fortify ourselves against their lies by studying the truth and protecting our great heritage, by teaching our children and their children that those who come after them, and even those who come even after them, or where they came from, in full and honest confidence of God and men. We must hold dear true memory, and in time pass it on, that the ways of the European Christian might live on, that the ways of English civilization might thrive, that the heroes and kings and victors of history will be remembered in great detail and give courage to those who learn of their honor, to allow them the ability to teach them the concepts of honor and integrity themselves, and to allow our people to thrive for as long as God shall allow it. Ave Yeshua Christus Rex. This is the English American.